Hi everyone, Susie here from Minnesota and gardening in Zone 4B, and it is the end of April. I just want to take you on a quick tour. It is super windy out here. This is the only time that I can film. Very sorry about that, but the containers here are the ones that I've been growing indoors for my spring container display. It's just alyssum and then pansies and violas. Looks amazing. And then the alyssum here only have 3 little plants. So yeah, it's been a while since I filmed just because I work a full-time job and now I took a part-time. So I'm just not finding a whole lot of time to do normal stuff. I like filming. It smells wonderful. So I did have to get this tour in because there are plants I want to show you. And of course there's machinery too. So normally I try and film in the morning before anyone's really up, but I only have Sundays off now, so filming is really difficult. Isn't that gorgeous? Weather has been amazing, except almost pretty much windy every day. And the reason why I want to film this is because we got 3 days of rain coming, and I'm pretty sure a lot of this will not look great once that comes. But I would say the garden is about 2, if not 3 weeks ahead of last year. Look at my black lace elderberry. I will prune that at some point. I'm amazed. Normally it comes back from the ground. I do have to trim my yews some point. I just don't know when. Lots of daffodils that will be blooming here soon. Let's see, over here, still kind of waking up. The blue fescue grasses are looking pretty good. I do have a rabbit that's been munching. Oh, the pulmonaria, that's been amazing. That started blooming, I think, last week. And I have a lot. This is a nice blue color. The wind is wreaking havoc on this too. I feel bad. But look at the climbing roses, how well they're doing over here. I mean, all of them came back, but we had an extremely mild winter. So, very happy. All right, here comes the wind. This was a really early bloomer here. I think it's Paul Trevori. Oh, no, it's not. This is Silver Bouquet. That's right. And these daffodils here, it's hard to walk in there because I also have hostas throughout here. You can see that one is loving its life. Sorry about the glare. Well, I just got these from Walmart. They were on clearance. They're so dainty. It was just a mix. I did a lot of daffodils this year because they naturalize really well and nothing bothers them. And then yeah, we had probably 3 inches of rain last week. Except more on the way. My backyard was underwater, but you know what? I will take the rain whenever it comes. Let's see. The Brennera is doing good. This one's just struggling a little bit, so I might just move one of the other ones and we'll see. But it is starting to bloom. So pretty. Oh, I do have some tulips planted, but again, I didn't do many just because they're They're more like an annual, but that's, they just don't. I know there's certain ones that do, what, naturalize, hybridize. I think it's the Darwin series, but look it. And then, let's see. And then this container here was one that I was growing indoors. I just have kale here, and then this lettuce is beautiful Merlot. I do have pansies and violas on the alyssum, so this container fit right into this, which is awesome. But I mean, look at that color. So I do have a lot of self-seeded runaround too. I just noticed that because I stepped on one. Like, sorry. Let's see here. Oh, I've been hardening off my perennials probably for at least 3 weeks now. But doing good. I will be moving these, just putting them on the raised beds, because if we get a lot of rain, it kind of runs down, and it's just, and also my Lysianthus will be moved over there too. But yeah, so this is Korean feathered grass. Looks amazing. The heucheras. These are the Oriental poppies, Royal Wedding. I think they look really good. They definitely need to be watered. They were good yesterday. Look at the delphinium. This is Magic Fountains. Oh, Magic Fountain something. Cherry blossom. There we go. And then, like I said, this wind here, just, that's the Russian sage I started from seed. So I don't know. Just push that down in there. And then over here, and these are just some annual poppies. I do want to get these in the ground. They were pretty wet yesterday. But I'll just kind of peel off the yellow. But that looks really good. What is this? Imperial pink. And then snapdragons. And then more Lysianthus. And then look at my sweet peas here. So I do have to get these fertilized. With the temps, I mean, right now the lows are not even going to be freezing. I think the lowest we have is 41. So I might be planting in the rain. Look at my tree. I call this my Charlie Brown tree just because it looked so horrible last year. There was a robin sitting up here. I didn't like what it was doing. It was kind of chewing on the leaves. I've never seen that before, but hey, you know, it looks good. This is shrimp on the Barbie pulmonaria. This is gonna be amazing when it starts blooming. Oh, look at that. And then, let's see. Taking a chance, lightly step in there. This is gorgeous. And then this is a lemony lace elderberry. Look, it's gonna flower. I will come in here and just really prune this back. This is an ivory halo dogwood. It is budding out, but I don't know, the rabbits really like this. They've been trimming it up. I think this is a tete-a-tete. Very dainty. And then I've got grape hyacinth down here. Or muscari. Just starting. There's a lot in there. Can you see that? So I have a bunch of clumps like right here, in here. I love the ground cover, that sweet woodruff, but this is what I wanted to show you. This is a Royal Star Magnolia. Is that not gorgeous? I mean, look at all the blooms on this. I bought this from Fast Growing Trees last year, and for the price that I paid and the size, I think it's amazing. But this is the one where I'm pretty sure a rain's gonna come and then just make it look like crud. So, very happy about that. That one makes me smile. I mean, so do the daffodils, but super stoked. And we've just been so windy, I can't burn anything, and this is where all of the rain, I mean, it was up this high, bunch of pine needles. I will rake that up and just put it back on my flower beds. And then this is also, I'm not sure, it was a mixture, so I don't know how I picked all the yellow ones over here. Just such a cheery sight. Smells really good over here. I don't know if it's the daffodils or the magnolia, but even with that strong wind, these daffodils are really pretty over here. I don't know. I'm gonna try and figure out how to plant more in this area. I just have some really big hostas, but Yesterday was an absolutely gorgeous day, and I could not be outside to enjoy it. It would have been perfect for filming. Look at that. Gorgeous. Hopefully you can hear me. The gusts come and go. Let's see, otherwise, I mean, everything else is doing pretty good. This is, I am drawing a blank today. That's what happens when you work and you come home. It's a bulb, I'll think of it. And it came back. I'm really happy. It was stressed last year, but a portion of it did die. So I'll just trim that up and can you see how just a little bit over there on that branch, but the rest is, so I'm just going to trim off that whole branch and then that one over there. But at least there's buds on the top growth. And this is the pagoda dogwood golden shadows with flower heads forming. Holy cow, where have I been? Let's see. I bought this last year. It's a pussy willow. The one thing about the willows, the rabbits really like them. So, I don't know. It's cute. I'm just glad it came back because I planted it late in the season last year. And then Savarius orifolium really cut this back. I mulched in here. I laid down a lot of cardboard and mulched heavily just to control the creeping Jenny. Now I say that because it is still popping through. So I've got to layer more cardboard, and I don't want to use plastic because water doesn't get through plastic and it's just not good for the soil. So you can see back here I didn't have much, so I'm gonna have to get in there. Oh, what a thug. It's probably my least favorite ground cover. And then this is another container with the lettuce. Look at that. So pretty. I'm thinking I'm just going to kind of wrap it up here because this is, I know this is going to be horrible sound quality. A lot coming up here. I have a lot of alliums. I still have some cleanup to do, but for the most part, I do leave. It's kind of like chop and drop. I leave a lot in there. It'll break down. And this is just bleeding hearts that blooms all season. This is my lambs here. It looks really tough, but I really hacked it back. I have a really good clump here, but this is one where I'm really debating if I want to keep it. It is really pretty, and I know a lot of you will probably think I'm horrible if I get rid of it, but it is so disgusting to clean up in the wintertime. It's just really gross. Hardy geranium, Bevan's variety, looks fantastic. I have a tulip. I'm shocked. Unfortunately, this rose here, I don't think is going to come back. Remember when it was doing so bad later in the season? I figured, oh, you know, it's just the drought, but it's probably because it was 3 to 4 years of drought. This one, however, is doing fantastic. So I might just end up planting a honeysuckle over here or clematis. I have to think. I think I'd rather have a honeysuckle. My tree peony has some buds here. Can't wait. And these roses are doing pretty good. This is the ranunculus that I grew in these containers indoors. And I'm just not overly impressed with them. They just, I don't know. They do this. So, I mean, they are pretty, I'm not gonna lie. And you know, I ordered a pink and a white one. And that one's really pretty. But this is a really light lemon yellow, very gorgeous. And then of course, I mean, look at this yellow one. So I just got it, and I got them from Tulip World, so they're all different, which is fine by me. But yeah, they just, I don't know. I know the wind doesn't help, but it's just, I don't get why their heads are nodding. Maybe that's what they do. That was a lot of work, and that took up a lot of room. I'm just glad I could get them out into the cooler temps because I like that. Otherwise, I don't know, that would have been a lot of work for nothing if I couldn't have. This delphinium, I'm gonna have to get a bigger cage. This worked last year, but it is really massive. I think I'm just gonna do some wood stakes and just kind of use some twine. That sun feels really good. Just like I said, I've got a lot to get rid of, but look at the rhubarb. I'm like so excited about that. And then these are the garlic chives, and they're all over, even in the back. I don't know, they grow like a weed for me. And then these bags here, that just has a lot of brown in it with leaves and the grasses that I cut back, but I like to use that for my compost bin, so I'm trying to keep that as dry as possible because there's no drainage holes in those. They're canvas bags. And then I do have a rhubarb here. I might just move it because it does get in the way of the other plants. That the foliage is just huge, but I can't wait to harvest them. Oh, and I am just leaving this here because it is kind of supporting this arch. So, because there's nothing left of that one, and this is just massive over here, and I pruned this back pretty good too. And I've been trimming up some hydrangeas, so I've got nowhere to put it, so I'm just leaving it where I put it. Let's see what. I just got home from work today, so just kind of looking at everything. This is the Sweet Annie. That is, watered it last night. It's just so dry. I don't know. I'm tempted to plant some of this just with those temps. Scabiosa. So this is my second batch for hardening off that can take a little cooler temps. Whereas my warm season flowers are still in my garage. This is kohlrabi here. And I just feel bad. I kind of braced them against each other just because of that wind, but it just acts like a sail. Maybe I'll just crowd in here. Okay. What else? Oh yeah. This grass here, I will that way. Maybe it can blow the other way. And then that's frosted explosion grass. This is all just Nicotiana, and then some salvias. And then I do have the Celine Sabella white in here, looking amazing. It's branching out really nicely. And then more salvia. Not clary sage. That is a clary sage in there, the salvia. But the sweet Annie is just unbelievable. So yeah, and my tables have moved. Can you see that? So has this. This is on its last legs. I feel so bad because these, I've had it for 4 years. These loops are breaking off. This one is still intact. That one broke off the other day, so I have it tied down like at, yes, a weight. So, I mean, I can't even really get through here. This busted, so it just has to last me the rest of the hardening off this year. It is, did I say it was 4 to 5 years old? So just can only hope. But then that one broke off too, so then I've got it, yeah. There we go. Yeah, it's just been so windy. I mean, at least my plants are nice and strong, but I have my fans going at high temps, or not high temps, high speeds in my garage, just because, so I can be used to this wind and not be in such shock about it. But yeah, I mean, it is drying her off a little bit before we get more rain, because I think they're predicting at least another inch of rain. And last weekend they said an inch, and we got over 3 inches. So I just have to get my rain barrel set up. My fern peonies have buds on them. And then that one I'm trying to figure out, because that is a phlox in there. It's that pink one. I think it's, I know a lot, I got a lot of people asking last year. I think it's the candy store coral cream drop, something like that. But yeah, there's a lot in there. I don't really want to go to the back because that is just going to be, but the clematis over here, which is pink mink, I have hardly any coming back. That was one that was brown in again last year, but the one on the right there is Polish Spirit Viticella. So, which I will plant a different clematis over there. Just want to show you, just a little bummed, but it wasn't a favorite because you really can't see a whole lot down there. I have some right there, but when you think, I mean, there's some down in there, but then there's this, and this is growing outside, so I think some of it rooted on its own, and then I've got a plant growing here, so there's that. This beast, I love this one. And then I do have a goat's beard coming back. That came back last year, and of course it would this year because it was just that perfect. I love the sound of mulch crunching, don't you? Let's see. Yeah, me and hostas are just starting to wake up. Why can't I remember that? I'm just kind of racking my brains. It's a bulb. I'll probably put in the description down below. I'll remember at some point, but it takes wet soil and it's got bluish flower, camassia. There you go. They're camassias and look amazing. But I'm just gonna leave you with this pretty sight over here. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed. Very sorry about the wind. It was either getting it today or it would probably be end of May before I post. It's been a bit hectic. So yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed. Bye for now.